Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
Hello folks, sorry about the darkness, I don't know what's going on there. That's better. Yeah, decided to come out for a few hours today. We're in Tesco at the moment. We've just been in Matalan. We've got some really cool Christmas decorations and Christmas items, so we might be going in there again before Christmas, I think. We're just going to have a coffee and then we're going to have a really good walk around Tesco because we haven't been up for absolutely ages, and obviously now you've got all the Christmas gear in and what have you. We've got a list, but I've got a feeling we'll get some stuff that isn't on the list because that's how Tesco gets you really when you're up here. Some of the stuff on it's really good. I think the walk around here is probably going to take us a good hour and a half. But yeah, finished my film off last night. I think it is called Acts of Violence, and it isn't bad actually, it's worth watching. Normally with films like that you expect you'll know the ending. This one doesn't quite go like that, which is what I like about it. It's actually quite cool ending, very well done. A couple of sad moments in it, but you know, it's realistic what happens. So yeah, if you know, I recommend it if you want to give it a bash. Acts of Violence, I think it's called. Yeah, Acts of Violence, and it's got Bruce Willis in and Cole Hauser, and it's well worth a watch. I see from the football last night, Liverpool got beaten, and to be perfectly honest, I know I told you in the video that we had a bad first half. We were dreadful, we were really dreadful, we didn't deserve anything. We hit the post a couple of times in the second half, but we were really bad, we were really terrible. It was one of them games that we'll just forget and move on to the next one. I'm hoping it isn't the start of a slump and that it's just a one-off, but we'll find out. The weather today's been a bit strange. The clouds are black as absolutely God knows what, which I'll just show you now. As you can see, the sky is very dark. I wrote a poem yesterday called Movember, which I posted on my wall, which I will read out later actually, because even though I've wrote it, I'm going to read it later on my video. But it's really quiet actually in Tesco. I'm surprised. We're in the cafe, and normally it's standing room only, but there's a good 20 or 30 seats empty. So yeah, I'll do another video a bit later on. You all take care for now. Evening folks, it's Wednesday night. It's, God, 8:30, can't believe it. It was a very tiring day today. We went down to Sainsbury's. No we didn't, I'm on drugs, forget I said that. We actually went to Tesco, as you can see from my earlier video. Other than that, it's been one of them days today where we just needed to get out and do some shopping. So that's what most of my day's been taken up with. I got back today to find out that my last of my coins is come. You know, the coins that I was collecting in the Royal Coin Collection, that's my last one. So that'll be that done, which is good. I've had a look at it and it looks okay. I still aren't buying the £400 little tiny one that they've got for me. I'm not buying that. If anybody wants to get it for me, you know, feel free. You know, if there's anybody out there who wants to spend £400 on a tiny coin. Other than that, like I say, it's been nice and quiet. We got back. The dog hasn't quite forgiven us yet for leaving her in for 5 hours. One thing I did, obviously, because we went up today, there's a lot of Christmas stuff about, which you'd expect now, because Bonfire Night's gone on it, so I don't mind so much now. Although I was surprised walking around Tesco that no Christmas carols or Christmas songs are playing, which was nice. They've got some mad stuff up there, though. They've got, I mean, some Christmas jumpers and Christmas lounge pants and Christmas everything, you know, and some of it's really funny. Some of it's a bit, yeah, a bit over the top and a bit cheesy and corny, but you do expect that this time of year, you know, it is Christmas after all. What else is new? Managed to, if anybody's interested, by the way, you know, I'm a Jack Daniels fan and all that, but I also like Jim Beam, and they're currently doing the 1 litre of Jim Beam in Tesco for £18, which isn't bad for 1 litre of Jim Beam. So I got a bottle today. If you're thinking I'm a bit of a pea-head because I bought a bottle of Jack Daniels, that Jack Daniels I bought, that Gentleman Jack, is for Christmas. I put that up for Christmas. I'm not touching it until Christmas. That is actually a bottle of my favourite Christmas drink. The Jim Beam is just for last me now. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet. At the moment we're going town, but it depends on the weather, obviously. If it's absolutely chucking it down, we won't be going anywhere. The only story I've seen that makes any news for me today, well, other than obviously the presidential elections, in flipping midterm elections or whatever they're called in America, because that's blitzed every paper and page going. I have noticed one story where they're on about taxing red meat. Now, I don't know what they're going to carry on with, because at the moment they've taxed high sugar drinks, even though whiskey and high alcohol things like that haven't gone up, which confuses me, because surely they must be massive in sugar as well. But obviously they don't count, because obviously they're on about soft drinks. And they're on about red meat. Now, I don't eat a lot of red meat unless you count pork. I don't know where the pork... See, this is what I've never got my head around. Some people class bacon and sausage as red meat. Now, I don't. I class it as white meat because it's pork. Now, if they said to me they're going to start charging excess on red meats, and they did include bacon and sausage, then I probably would just stop having them. You know, because I don't appreciate them enough in order to spend money on them. Now, with chicken, it's totally different. I have literally been addicted to chicken for years and years and years. I will eat chicken, everything, chicken curry, chicken and chips, chicken burgers, chicken sandwiches. You know, I love chicken. I absolutely love chicken because it's very versatile. It's one of the healthier meats that you can eat. You know, yeah, it can be quite expensive depending on where you get it from, but it's good for you, you know, and I like having stuff that's good for me. I mean, we've been down Tesco today, and the one thing I will say is we didn't buy any chocolate to eat. Now, normally when we go places like Tesco and Sainsbury's, I'll put in like a 6-pack of chocolate, or, you know, a chocolate slab or whatever, and I'm not doing now, because what I want to try to do, I want to cut down on it. I don't eat it in excess now, but I still want to cut down on it. I want to limit how much chocolate I eat and how much sweet stuff I eat, because I don't have sugar in my tea, I don't have sugar in my coffee. The only real thing I'm going to carry on with is my biscuits, because I like having a biscuit with a cup of tea. But what I won't do is I won't have as much chocolate no more. You know, I'm not going to bother with that. What else? Not really a lot, really, to be perfectly honest with you. I was dreading this morning, actually. I don't know whether people know, but in the UK anyway, they're rolling out something called Universal Credit. And obviously it's where they merge all your monies together and give you a certain amount. And a lot of people have been complaining because they're sort of like £150, £200 a month worse off. So I was dreading getting my ESA today. But luckily for me at the moment, anyway, they haven't rolled it out yet. I got my normal ESA, which is good. Because obviously when you're registered disabled, you get employment support allowance. Now, when I, a few years back now, they took it off me. I went for a medical and they gave me 6 points, and I wasn't eligible for anything. And I had to go through an appeal, a reappeal and a tribunal. And yet I went from 6 points at the medical to 30 points at the tribunal. Once the judge had seen me and he got me medical records and the doctor had seen me, then I went from 6 points to 30 points, which is staggering really when you think that, you know, to go from 6 points, which is nothing, to 30 points, where basically you are on the support group, you're not even on the work group, you're on the support group. So that made quite a big difference to us. Now, what people have got to realise is that when you're disabled, you don't ask to be disabled. You do all you can to live a normal life. So, of course, the more you are treated badly, the more you are treated like third-class citizens, the worse you feel in yourself. You know, you've got to try and cope with being disabled as it is. So when the government makes you feel less than what you actually are, it's even worse. And you know, anybody who's going through that, I've got deeply sympathy for you, because I've been there. But what you've got to remember is if you get taken off a benefit and then you can't be bothered to fight it, then the benefit people have won. They basically turned around and said, well, you can't be bothered to fight for it, so we've saved thousands of pounds, that's fine by us. Fight for it. Even if, you know, I know it's stressful, because I was under stress for absolutely yonks, but it's worth it in the end, because no matter what happens, you have got the knowledge that you tried your best. Even if you don't get it, you have tried your best. Because I know a friend who's gone from 10 points on the PIP medical, and she appealed against it, and the second time they gave her no points, which makes no sense. I mean, this is a woman in her 60s, but they have literally said to her, well, you had 10 points, now we'll give you no points. Well, how do you go from 10 to 0? If 1 minute you're told that you can't do something because of your conditions, and then suddenly when they re-exit they say, oh no, sorry, we got that wrong, you actually can do everything now. That's just absolutely ridiculous. I've never known anybody go backwards, I must admit. I've known some people have 10 points and then at the reappeal only have 10 points still, because obviously they're not going to give you any less. But no, this woman was actually given 0 points, which is pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Anyway, I'm not doing much of a video today, that's it for now. I might start doing a bit more writing tomorrow. I will tomorrow night read out my Movember poem. I haven't got it in me tonight, I'm very, very tired, so I won't be doing that. But you all take care, have a nice Wednesday night, and I'll do another video tomorrow. Bye for now.
If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.